Tune into Raising Wisdom, where we embark on a journey of enlightenment and introspection. Get ready to elevate your understanding, embrace life's challenges, and unlock the true potential of your being. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free, with Nico and Shani Poos, Wednesdays at 8. Oh, I'm live. Okay. High vibrations. Hey, bae. High vibration. Hi. Ooh.
Vibrations.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. It is here we embark on a journey of enlightenment and introspection. Together, we will navigate the complexities of life, seeking the elusive wisdom that enriches our minds and souls. So get ready to elevate your understanding, embrace life's challenges, and unlock the true potential of your being. I am your girl, Nico.
And I am your favorite podcast host, Shani, from the Shani View.
High vibrations, and thank you, everybody, for coming back, joining us again on Raising Wisdom. Happy to be here. How you been, boo?
I've been really good. I cannot complain at all.
Somebody said they're stealing your glasses.
Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah.
Shani, it's been a lot going on in the cosmos, my love. Can you please enlighten everybody on what we have to look forward to or not?
Let's see. Tonight is the last night for the waning crescent. So tomorrow night will be the new moon. It is a time to rest and regenerate. This is my favorite time of all the phases. This is my favorite one because it's always time to rest. I'm so tired. I love a good nap. It's the period of self-care and to reflect on thoughts and experiences so that you can prepare for a fresh start.
That is what I am feeling. The fresh start, yes. And the self-care. I'm in the middle of that right now.
Okay.
So right on time. Yet again,
huh? I love some good self-care.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going through some transformations. So, of course, we're aligned to make things. New beginnings. Right. It's time for new beginnings. So I'm going to make sure I get my rest because my kids have me running around like a full-blown soccer mom. Yeah. And I look good, but I'm tired. Super cool. So we're talking about our topic for this episode is friendship alchemy. Transforming bonds into a circle of influence. And I even got the term circle of influence actually from Shani because we talk about elevating our experiences and making sure that we're surrounded by people that we can will help us grow, that we can learn from, and things of that nature. And Shani calls it circle of influence. So, and I'm Nico, the mad alchemist. So it meshes all together, this topic.
This is episode what? 8?
8.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Consistency.
Right. Mm-hmm. I like the number 8. It's a nice round number.
Number 8. Mm-hmm. What is that? Symbolizing eternity and money.
Mm-hmm. That's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we want to talk about what? Friendship alchemy?
Friendship alchemy. We're talking about transforming bonds into a circle of influence. So the people that surround you, how are they your circle of influence? Your friends, do you consider them your actual friends? Are they a ball and chain on your ankles, or
Right.
are they, are they people that,
like a circle of influence that can be a positive and negative influence? Because anybody can be an influence to you. So what do you choose? What type of people do you choose to be surrounded by? So I look at friendships the same way as maybe, well, I want to balance all relationships within my life,
yeah.
like romantic partner, family, and friends. So you want to have somebody that empowers you, because if they're empowering you, then you empower others, and so on and so forth.
Okay. I agree with that. I mean, of course, that's natural. Right. So let's explore the dynamics of building and nurturing meaningful friendships, right? For instance, we can definitely use our friendship, I think, as an example.
Right.
Because we've been friends for over 20 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so long.
So, I mean, I don't know if we can necessarily use our friendship for all of this, boo, because we'll be having all these problems.
We do not.
I mean, we exhibit respect and we do exhibit support.
Right.
We value the quality time. We have open communication, things of that nature. There's definitely loyalty.
Or it wouldn't have lasted this long, right?
Okay. Because I'm gonna tell you something about me. I will dismiss somebody with the quickness.
Girl, tell me about it.
High vibrations. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. We're talking about friendship alchemy, transforming bonds into a positive circle of influence. So yeah, I will.
Okay, let's start with this. How do you make friends? Because everybody does not know how to make friends, let alone maintain a friendship.
Golly, that's a good question. I guess especially for those that are like introverted. I am introverted to an extent.
Right.
I think I'm a healthy balance.
Okay.
Probably a little bit more introverted than extroverted. But I think you have to put your guard down and put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Networking helps. And then you want to you want to speak with people that resonate with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not possible to have no friendship with anybody that you don't agree with, their life. Well, I guess you can disagree with someone's lifestyle and how they are, but as far as maintaining a friendship, I'm not sure how that can work. I mean, it's okay to be different. You know what I'm saying? You don't want anybody that's just like you. You want somebody that you can grow from, or grow with, or build with, and things of that nature. But how I make friends,
I just have conversations, and if the energy is good, then we gonna stay in contact. But
I gotta feel it.
Yeah.
I gotta feel it.
Yeah.
Friendship. I mean, to be a friend that's a heavy title. I think people use it lightly. Everybody ain't your friend, Shani.
That is very true. Somebody once said, "Friends, how many of us have them?"
I got followers. All of them make my friends.
That's true.
I think the having that circle of influence, like transforming bonds into a positive circle of influence, meaning you want to be able to take your homies with you. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody would like to be able to, well, I ain't gonna speak for everybody, I'm gonna speak for myself.
Right.
The friends that I have, we've been friends for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I probably have like a handful of friends that we've been like knowing each other less than 5 years.
Yeah.
So those are the people, like those strong bonds, those strong relationships. That's what I consider a friend.
Yeah.
What is your definition of a friend?
For me, I have friends. I think I have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
But it's levels to these friendships.
Okay.
Like, some of them are turn up time friends.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
I have those who are closer, like, you know, they know my family and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely have a handful of friends who I've been friends with for longer than 10 years.
Do you hold them? Do you hold them to a certain level of loyalty because they are your friends? Or expectations?
Yeah, because they know how I am and vice versa. Like, okay, I have one friend. We're not allowed to have favorites. I don't know. So I have one friend. She's not clingy. Like, she's not clingy. So when we link up, we have like the best time ever. But then we go back, you know, to wherever we was at. But we don't like hold grudges against each other for like how long it's been between the time that we spoken or hung out. You know?
Okay.
Whereas I have found that to be very common with a lot of female friendships. And I'm not with it. Like, I love my friends, but I can't be with y'all all day, every day.
Yeah, no, I don't run in pegs. So it's just like, that's how most of my friendships are.
Yeah.
Everybody, I love you. Y'all know I love y'all. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna make a special appearance for you.
Yeah.
You know, but I know we're definitely not talking on the phone all the time. We're not hanging out all the time. But if I won't say if I need you or if you need me, because that's kind of like superficial. So,
Yeah.
but you know that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? For any reason. I have a friend, we've been friends since kindergarten.
Okay.
And it's a lot of stuff that I missed in her life. It's a lot of stuff she missed in my life. But she went to the Navy. I had no idea we were both in the Navy at the same time. All kinds of stuff.
Did y'all link up there?
Huh?
Did y'all link up while you were in the Navy?
Nope. Had no idea until later. Okay. But of course, you know, with social media, you get to keep in contact with everybody. But she came to my baby shower.
Right.
Hadn't seen her in years. Or when I first started my business, she drove from Columbus, Georgia to up here to Atlanta just to be able to purchase something from me directly. She was my first customer. My second customer.
That's my definition of a friend as well. Like I said, you don't have to be in the person's face all day, every day.
Nah. And you know, when you got stuff, you have a life. It's not necessarily.
Yeah. Which everybody should have. Everybody should have a life.
So what we're trying to do is take these group of friends, and we're trying to transform them to be a part of our circle of influence. So they will elevate you in steps in the direction to go to the wherever you're trying to get to. So for instance, right, like myself, you, Jackie, that's a circle right there of influence.
Yeah.
Because we messed around and started a whole production company together.
Yeah.
I think that's transforming your bonds into a circle of influence to where it is, what's the word I'm looking for?
The only word I could think of is empowerment.
Yeah, it's empowered. Yes, it's very much empowering you. It's empowering the group to move in a higher direction.
Right. Because we can have conversations and hang out and stuff all day,
but what are we doing?
What's the purpose? Like,
right.
Can we get into things more purposeful and more meaningful? That's going to have, like, you know, a lasting impression. So I know that's one of the reasons I wanted to do the production thing.
Yeah, the reciprocity. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Building relationships where there's mutual support. Right. Because sometimes, you know, I'm sure we all have those friends to where one's more supportive than the other.
Yeah.
Is that friendship though?
It's not friendship. But in the cases where it is, or it seems that one person is being more supportive than the other, that just may be that person's role. Like, they like to do certain things, but it's not. They just like doing those things. It's not that they're doing more.
Okay.
It's just that's their lane.
When you find yourself, because I found myself in positions to where, you know, I'm a good friend to have. So, and my love language is giving.
Right.
So I'm always in a position to be like, you know, people call me like, girl, you know, I might need some advice, or I might need your help, or, you know, could you this or could you that? Yeah. And I don't have no problem with it.
Right.
But I also had to find that space where I had to learn how to say no, which caused a few problems. Okay. And it caused some conflict.
On who's it? Like, explain. Yeah, you gotta explain this, because how you saying no caused conflict? Is that a friend?
No, I don't think. Well, no, I think that it's because because I was always, you know, it was always yes, 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 yes. It's always yes. Yeah, and I was not able to come through for them, so. Well, it wasn't really that I wasn't able to come through. It was just I was learning how to say no, and I was exhausted. I was at my max, and my cup wasn't being poured into. I just was pouring into others' cups, all my friends and stuff like that. So I was overwhelmed, and that's when I was learning how to say no. Do y'all learn how to say no? Have y'all learned how to say no? Is it easy for you guys to say no? Is it easy for you, Shauna?
Yes. As easy as it was for me to just say yes just then. You want to limit toxic relationships? That's toxic for somebody to feel that you're supposed to, like, you know, continuously give. And when you choose not to, they get upset. Like that. Right there, it just draws the line. Like, okay, that's what kind of friendship this is. That's what you want. I'm not. All right. It was nice knowing you.
Yeah.
I learned some things. We had fun.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. So with understanding, like, true friendship, I think, you know, celebrating successes.
Right. One of the comments says, no matter how many times you say yes, they'll only remember the one time you said no, or not right now.
That's not fair. That's not fair. Goodness gracious. So you got to limit toxic relationships, because that's a toxic relationship. You got to identify, distance yourself from toxic or negative individuals who drain your energy. And anybody that is remembering my no over my one no over my 10 yeses is ew.
Right. Yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah. I think I learned to limit that type of behavior within friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, I want to say maybe high school. Like, you know how some people will trauma dump on you. So,
Ooh.
yeah. So this is high school. What you going through? No, going through that. But, you know, consistently trauma dumping. I'm like, you know what? And that might be a trauma response from me as far as keeping my ringer off. Because I'm serious. Like, I do not play with notifications, any of that. Like, I will turn that off in a heartbeat, and I'll get to it when I get to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So that's your response to how you manage distancing yourself from toxic friendships or toxic people that's trying to drain your energy.
Right. Cannot give them access, not complete access like that. I hang up in a heartbeat if the if the conversation going a little bit too off rail.
Oh, will are you seriously? I'm one of those, like, oh, okay, like I try to hang in there.
Like I'll be a shoulder. I will be a shoulder, but understand that, you know, I have a life as well, and I got to get to this. You know.
Yeah. You can't consume yourself. I know. I definitely was. I'm such an empath. Oh golly, I would let people's problems consume me almost.
So, okay.
Because I'm a problem solver. Like, that's just my nature. I'm a problem solver. So if you tell me something, instantly I'm thinking of, how can this be solved? You know what I'm saying? Not that I am the one that has to solve it, but that's just how I think. I'm about solutions.
So,
you know, I don't like dwelling and rolling around and all that whining. Like, okay, girl, like, what are we going to do about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the solution to all of this stuff? So I have to be selective with the friends that I choose, and choosing them wisely.
Yeah.
Focus on quality over quantity.
Mm-hmm. So with the circle of concern, I mean, that's called the circle of concern. Like, if you're consumed in anything that's taken away from your circle of influence.
Oh, wow. What is it called?
Circle of concern.
Yeesh.
Like,
I don't want that.
You're more concerned of, for me, like, if I get too into social media, I'll have to, like, you know, take a little break.
Okay.
Or too involved with, not involved, but watching too many reality TV shows or stuff like that. That goes towards your circle of concern.
So you got to draw yourself back when you find yourself in a circle of concern, is what you're saying?
Yeah, because it's going to keep you stagnant. It's going to keep you stagnant, or you have to keep taking them 2 steps back instead of 1 step forward. Well, you know how they say 1 step forward, 2 steps back. You're going to keep going back, or just sit in there. You're not making any upward mobility. Like,
yeah, that's we ain't trying to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was talking about celebrating successes, and I think this is really important, and this is how you separate those friends who can be introduced to your circle of influence, and those who are just here for the ride.
The ones who are just here for the ride, they know it.
Yeah.
They know when they are, so they know their time is limited.
Oh, wow. Because, I mean, when you're celebrating each other's successes, we celebrate each other's accomplishments and successes all the time.
Right.
So when you have an achievement, you reach a milestone, we're positively reinforcing success, and that strengthens our bond, whether we're doing something together or individually. Because I'm rooting for you. Like, I want you to win. I want all of my friends to win.
Yeah.
Just as much as I want myself to win. And if it's something that I see, like, okay, I can learn from that. They're really winning in this area. I'm struggling in this area. I can ask them how they reached that point. You know, but if you're dealing with the toxicities,
frenemies,
those frenemies, those energy vampires, okay, then you're gonna be frustrated every time. I was just frustrated last week, because I'm like, I'm gonna unfriend everybody.
Yeah.
I was upset. Do you understand me? Because I support my friends, even my associates. So it can be disheartening when you don't receive that same celebratory energy back. You know, if you have a real bond, then it won't be no issue.
Right.
But if there's friends in question, there's bonds in question, you're gonna have an issue. I think weeding those out is also imperative to your overall growth.
That's why you have to see that, though. Like you say, you want to wanted to unfriend people. That's probably a reality check to show you like who's really in your corner, like who's on your side, who's rooting for you. And then with that too, though, you can't get so concerned with the people who are not supporting you, because that's taken away from the people who are supporting.
Right. You got to focus on the ones that are supporting you. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
I had a whole situation about it. Not last week, but when I was first starting out, when you're starting any venture, you want the support of your friends and family. Right. I mean, it's natural to want that. Like, look what I can do.
Right.
Like, look at this cool stuff.
When you're building that circle of influence or whatever, then you're gonna attract those people.
Yes.
Those people that are gonna be just like you.
Yes.
Right? I would say at one point in time, I said that I wanted friends like me.
Right.
And that's what
I was just
gonna say.
Right.
So that's what I have. Like, I have a circle of influence of people who are just like me.
Yeah.
Who think like me. And girl, I have one group of friends. Every time I see them, I get a gift. Like, it's always something. It's never ending. Like, I'll be getting stuff in the mail. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Yeah. So you want to speak those things into existence.
Have you ever had a situation with a friend where you guys were on bad terms? Or they
Yes, I've had situations where I've been on bad terms with friends.
Bad terms, and like, did they burn the bridge?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Were they able to like reconstruct that bridge?
No. Okay, so I have one. Yeah, she burned her bridge so bad. There's no way. Like, yeah, I forget.
What happened?
Okay, so with friends, you should be able to talk to certain people, or if certain people talk to you, they'll expect you to know a lot of things about your friend.
Yeah.
Or certain information about your friend. But if you as the friend are giving out false information, not giving it out, but what is it when you're volunteering false information? Volunteering false information. You're not my friend and you gotta go. So with this particular situation, we had known each other for a good little minute, years on top of years.
Yeah.
And they didn't understand the dynamics of a different friendship that I had, right? So
Mm-hmm.
With that particular friendship, we can fall out and be right back cool again. Fall out, be cool again. Fall out, be cool again. But he didn't know that. So during one of the fallout times, she went a little bit too far on whatever she was saying to them, and they ended up letting me know about it. So she made herself look bad while she was trying to make me look bad and got cut off.
I mean,
so,
sure, because you the ops.
You're the
ops.
Like, you're talking to somebody who you think is the ops. And they end up coming back and telling me, but you're really the ops. Like, because we still cool to this day.
Doing too much. You know, and that probably had to happen because you don't want anybody you don't want no enemies, man. Right. You don't want no squares up in your circle.
There were signs, red flags over time. So it's not like they just hopped out the blue and did this. And then I'm like, okay, you cut off. No, there were signs before, but I had to experience that in order to make a move. The move that needed to be made.
Goodness gracious. I was going to talk about conflict resolution and handling conflicts constructively to prevent misunderstandings from happening and damaging it, you know, for good, but there's no coming back from that.
Cutting off is conflict resolution sometimes. You can't always mend everything.
You're right. Because I am the queen of ghosting. I will just appear. I will fall off this whole plane, okay? Where she comes, but no, another name and everything.
Right. Like, I'll have open communication or whatever with my friends.
Okay.
And if something is like really bothering me, I'll sit down with them and we'll talk about it.
Right.
Like any other relationship in your life, sit down and talk about it.
Right.
But if boundaries are continuing to be crossed, then you get crossed out completely.
That's necessary. High vibrations. Welcome to Raising Wisdom where wisdom is free. We are talking about friendship alchemy, transforming your bonds into a positive circle of influence. I agree with you there. Yeah. How do you feel about rekindling lost connections? Do you think I mean as far as
why the connection was lost?
Yeah.
What caused the connection to be lost?
What caused the connection to be lost? I mean, say you guys just had a fallout and you just kind of went your separate ways, and you see each other at an event or something of that nature, and both of you guys are doing your damn thing, like, oh, okay. And you like exchange information so that you could probably speak because you have friends in a certain network, a certain circle or something of that nature. Would you consider rekindling that bond that was once lost? Excuse me.
Yeah.
If there was conflict.
Like I said, it depends on what the conflict was.
Okay, so let me just say this.
I'm not just gonna rekindle it.
I have to do so much better with, like, I guess I forgive, but I won't forget, man. Listen, once you cross the cave, like, well, I have a lot of tolerance, though, at the same time, and patience and stuff, so I have to damn near hate you to, like, cut you off, unless you really just cross me up in a bad way.
Right.
So, for instance, okay, so I'll say it like this. I had someone that crossed me up so bad.
Okay.
And I kind of have like a whole like gangsta pinnacle situation. So, you know, long as you ain't messing with my God, my home, how I feed my children, my family, you know, certain things, you know, the G6, you feel me? Okay, I know a little something out there. I feel you. So as long as those things aren't being like jeopardized, touched, violated, disrespected, I think we can pretty much get through things. You know, we can get through whatever
Right.
that, you know, the situation is. However, I had a situation where I was crossed in one of those areas, you know, concerning my family,
Okay.
right? And as much as I want to, at first I was just really upset. I'm like, listen, just stay all the way away from me. Stay all the way away from me. Or we're gonna have like problems, on-site problems. You know what I'm saying? On-site problems.
With a friend?
And it doesn't have to be violent or physical, but just on-site problems. Like, yes, absolutely, stay away from me. Because you violated not just our friendship, but you crossed my boundaries and you disrespected me as far as my family went.
Mm-hmm.
Right? However, this particular person that I am speaking about showed up apologetically, right?
Okay.
And has been like very much supportive and things of that nature, like going forth, I guess, to kind of show me like that they are sorry for what they did.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't shake it, yo. I cannot shake it. That's not, the bridge was burned, and I just feel like I can be cordial, but we will never be the same again. We will never have the same.
About feeling that way about it?
Do I feel bad?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well, it's good.
I mean, no, I don't. No. I was searching to see if I felt bad, and I don't.
Well,
I mean, I only say that because there were certain things that I missed about this friend.
Right.
You know, we would spend a lot of time together. You know, we would do
friends for a reason.
We were friends for a reason, you know, and I was really disappointed by what they did. So it's like they are apologetic and all of those things, that they're supportive of all my ventures and things of that nature. So I guess I haven't let it go. I'm gonna just keep it all the way on it.
Okay.
I don't know if I've let it go, because you crossed me with something like that, right? Then I cannot include you in my circle of influence when it comes to building and doing all this rock star stuff that I'm into. Like, I can't include you in that because you completely stabbed me in the back in this one instance. And just because you're sorry and now you're trying to show up as a friend, you showed me that card that I can't shake that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I do have probably 2 friendships that I messed up.
Shani, what you do?
I'm that person that messed it up. So my apology to that was to just stay away from these people. Like, you know what? Is our friendship even that important to me for me to have, like, if I was able to do something like that? So I had to, you know, think like, you know what? It's not. So I'm going to just go on and cut that. Like,
okay, so what happened? There was a situation that happened between you and the friend?
Yeah. And I was in the wrong. But then I'm like, you know what? You're not really my friend, because I wouldn't really do that to one of my friends.
Yeah.
I was just going this way.
We're not going to do what Shani did.
I'm going to just exit stage left.
No, we are not going to do what Shani did with this. That is not proper conflict resolution. Okay, that is
not. But I was young. This isn't like an adult. This is not an adult friendship.
I guess. Shani, so you just said.
Be honest about it. Like, I am a great friend, but to those, nah, I wasn't.
You weren't there now for that situation. Well, I'm glad that you recognized it. I'm glad you recognized what transpired. I was thinking for my situation though that I should give it time. So like when you have these situations where you and your friend may get into it, or a bridge might be burned, but I mean, if the bridge is burned, I mean, who's building it back?
Why are you trying to build it back? Like it's like dating. It's other fish in the sea, or plenty of fish in the sea. It's other people to be friends with.
People make
You learn
mistakes, so Shani.
You learn from that. Be friends with somebody else.
Oh my gosh. In the event that you do choose to give it time, you have to understand that trust takes time to rebuild, and be patient and allow your friend the space they need to heal. I think that's what that one particular frenemy should do with me, because you're going to have to give me all the types of patience to get my trust back. But I don't think it's going to happen.
To me, it sounds like you want to rekindle this friendship.
I don't.
It sounds like you do, even though you saying that you don't.
It's kids involved, and they love me because I'm like Titi Nico.
Kids will
but
keep
like
somebody for a long time.
I guess that's the sweetheart in me, though.
Yeah.
I'm at war with the sweetheart in me and the gangster in me that's saying,
yeah.
"No, we ain't gonna do
what?
it."
Okay. Like I said, it sounds like you want to rekindle this friendship.
No, I don't want to rekindle it. I want to be able to. Okay, I brought myself to a point where I'm cordial. Yes, I have brought myself to a point where I'm cordial.
Okay.
But complete like forgiveness, I don't think I'm there yet.
So you don't think that you just being cordial is the complete forgiveness?
I think
why does it have to go
as far as I can go? Okay, so I'll give myself a little bit of grace, okay? Because that's my word. I think that's where I stop it there. That's where my forgiveness ends, is being cordial.
Okay.
Like, that's me saying, okay, this is how far I can go. But again, it will never be what it was.
Right.
Ever.
Right. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
I need to verbalize that, because I think they have.
That's why I say just let certain situations go, because what's the benefits of keeping that going? What are the benefits? Like, maybe
how does it benefit me?
Maybe that friendship was just a lesson. Like, okay, you know that this is not something that you'll accept within friendship. Like, that person takes it seriously now, and maybe they're a great friend to other people from here on out. They know not to ever do that anymore.
Okay, so learn and grow.
Right.
Learn from it, grow, and move on. Use the experience as an opportunity for personal growth and self-improvement. Show that you've learned from your mistakes. So, yeah, that. I feel it. I dig it.
I mean, and then, accepting for myself with the situation I was talking about, accepting responsibility.
Accountability, cultivate race and wisdom, where wisdom is free. We definitely are accountable for our actions. Okay, time and time again, you will see examples of that.
Right.
You also got to be authentic, though, Shani, because everybody, and that kind of goes with what we was talking about last week with showing up as a representative. I think that matters, not just for relationships, but for friendships too. Because everybody ain't.
Everybody not on what you on.
You know what? Somebody had to tell me. They was like, Nico, everybody's not good.
That is true.
Everybody's not good. Everybody don't have good intentions.
Yeah, as much as we want that to be the story, but it's not.
Yeah.
Well, when you have that self-awareness, self-awareness, I talk about that a lot, right? So you know how sometimes you might be sitting somewhere or standing somewhere and you'll feel like some type of like like a
That
presence or
energy.
energy,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you'll
Yeah.
look and somebody just walked up, like you felt that. That's
Mm-hmm.
like you being self-aware, like you can feel those whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so when you're being self-aware with the intentions of having a positive circle of influence, then
Mm-hmm.
you can feel that. You can feel people's
Yeah.
energy to know if they're really a good person or not. Some people just
Yeah.
make mistakes, and those are those friendships that can be, rebuilt or salvaged, whatever the word is.
Like
But
that one friend that you had.
right.
Yeah,
Right, but
I'm
that but
sorry. We be
that
leaving
person
y'all out on
but
stuff.
that person the energy was off.
The energy was
Right.
off. No
So
matter how bad
with that
we tried.
friendship, I was learning self-awareness as far as, okay, yeah, she ain't really for me. Like
So hold on, y'all. So let me catch y'all up. So Shawnee had this friend, right? And she was like, okay, we're doing this. You know, I'm like, okay, word, let's do it. Okay, whatever. You know how it was like a third wheel situation. Golly, I don't want to come off like a mean girl or anything like that, but the vibes were not there. It's just like, as far as self-awareness, self-growth. So we are the type of women that demands, our presence demands respect. And it's very easy for us to be able to navigate our environment in our atmosphere and transform that into whatever it is that we need it to be in order for us to get the best out of it, if that makes sense. Okay.
right.
And this particular this particular individual, okay, just wasn't, it was just a little slow, with it, with being very much consumed with all these different, like, heavy negative vibrations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't only just felt by us, but it was felt by everybody that would be around us. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't good for the girls. That wasn't good vibes. So said friend had to be relinquished from her duties as friends. Not because like she wasn't like an it girl or something. It was just the work that we have already done on ourselves. She had a huge curve. She was really, really far behind. And so no matter how much we wanted her, or we tried, not how much we wanted, but we tried to kind of bring her into the fold of that circle of influence, she just was not ready.
Yeah.
She wasn't ready, mentally ready. She hadn't done the work that she needed to do within herself to expose her, herself to be able to have, friends that were moving and shaking and going to the next level in so many different directions. Huh?
And not being insecure, because you have, like, some frenemies are created from you.
What was she doing?
I know, right?
The most, okay?
Some frenemies are created from you just living your life and doing what it is that you want to do, like living out your goals. You set those goals and you're going after those goals, and they're upset about it because whatever reason they have within themselves.
They're upset about it because they held you to a certain expectation and you exceeded that expectation. It's like, hold up, I didn't give you permission to do that. Who do you think you're supposed to be? So once you kind of, like a butterfly almost, You know, you kind of like
Butterfly.
crawl out of that. You spread your wings. You're this beautiful butterfly now. You went through that whole ugly, crusty stage. And
Right.
like now, you know, you blossomed. And it's like, oh, okay, that's why she was doing this and she was doing that. Like, you know, it was all for this moment. And look at her fly. But I don't know if I like that too much because I'm still down here a little crusty.
Right.
In my
Right.
in my crusty stage, in my in my what are they called? What are those things called?
What things?
I'm showing how are they caterpillars?
What things?
Are they like anthropods? I don't know. I was trying to be a little
For what?
scientific, but you gotta don't know me. The caterpillars. For the butterflies. Don't worry, I'm just edit that out. It's okay, it's fine. Oh, don't worry about it.
Luxuriate in plant-based skin and hair care for naturally glowing and lustrous results. Indulge in luxurious soaps, massage oils, body butters, and so much more. Get 15% off your first order. Also, explore our amazing literature that will help you navigate within your journey. Make sure you stay up to date with our weekly blog that has a plethora of information concerning health and wellness. Natural Sakari, be the natural you.
Anywho, you're flying, they're not, and here goes the conflict.
Right.
Therefore, you have a friend of me that is not really willing to celebrate those accomplishments with you because they put you in a box and you weren't supposed to escape that box. So there's the insecurities and everything like that. I mean, that's not a friend, yo. So you can't bring them along with you. I think some people, they try to bring those people with them. They try to drag them. They don't want to go.
Right.
Leave them where they at. Leave them folk where they are at. They're not trying to be a part of that circle of influence. You asking them to do too much work, okay?
They want the benefits of being around you and being your friend, but they don't want to do, you know, the work to be your friend. So, I don't know. It's kind of good to have them because you want to know who's really for you and who's not. Because you can't just think everybody is your friend.
Yeah, true enough. You don't want to be like sitting around a whole bunch of yes men. I mean, eventually.
No, you don't. I mean, you don't want to have them in your close circle, but you do want to at least be able to identify those individuals before it's too late, like before you give them too much access.
Giving people too much access should be monitored from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you give somebody too much access, they got the ability to be able to sabotage you. I've had that happen too.
Yeah. Well, that's why that person was cut off, because they were trying to sabotage.
Y'all just be careful, okay? So when it comes to friendship alchemy, you are pretty much taking your friendships, right? And you're evaluating them and you are examining these bonds to see, can I take these people with me? Are they a part of a positive circle? Are they a positive influence in my life to where I can include them into my fold, include them into my circle as I'm growing in my journey? You know, are these friends that are going to tell me the truth, tell me about myself when I'm wrong? I want somebody to tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. Don't just be like,
with your friends, sometimes what they got to tell you, it hurt, but it's reality. Like, they're looking at it from the outside in. Right.
So you got to be able to accept, you know, some criticism sometimes without thinking that they're coming at you. Because if they're your real friend, then they're going to be like, okay, look, I think I posted something on my Instagram. If you guys are following me on my Instagram, you check my stories, I'm always putting high vibes in there all day long. So I want to say it was, what is that beautiful young lady's name? I cannot remember her name. I feel so bad. But she has she's on Oh For Sure. I think that's B Simone.
What she say or do? What?
Well, she was just talking about how, I want people that she wants people around her that, are going to be true, and that will tell her, hey, not just congratulating me while I'm doing well, but you're also able to pull me to the side and be like, hey, don't wear that. Like, take that off of Instagram, or don't be acting like that.
Yeah.
You showing your behind. Like, you need friends like that who's not just going to be like, oh yeah, that's cool, and like trying to boost your ego.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right.
I know it's been a couple times you'll be like, well, you so sweet. Shawnee, let me tell y'all what Shawnee did to me. She's like, well, do you think? Perhaps. And then she'll suggest whatever that said thing is. And I'll be having to think about it and stuff.
Yeah.
And either I can do one or two things. I can be like, hell no, that ain't me, no. And then I'll be like, okay, maybe a little bit.
Right. That's what friends are for, though, like to ask certain questions like, hey, what's up?
The hard questions.
I'll let you for a minute.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
What affirmations do you have for us tonight?
Okay. So I have 3 affirmations, but they're long though. They're not that long, but it doesn't really matter.
You said
not
they're
that long.
Long?
They ain't that long.
You started it off saying they long. How?
It doesn't matter. Get your pens and your papers out, okay? So here's our affirmations for this episode pertaining to friendship alchemy and transforming your bonds into a positive circle of influence. So the first one is, I am skilled in transforming bonds into powerful circle of influences.
What? I'm writing this down.
No, I'm talking about this comment, talking about they long. Listen, you gonna write this down. You better have your pen. You better have your pen.
2 minutes.
All y'all gonna be here over the time. Keep playing. Okay, y'all ready? So the first one was, I am skilled in transforming bonds into a powerful circle of influence. Okay? And so this, yeah, do y'all have that? Do I need to repeat to myself?
Yeah.
Yes, you have it?
I'm skilled in transforming bonds into a
powerful circle of influence.
Okay, all right.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 2, I attract and nurture meaningful relationships that contribute to my success and well-being.
I like it. I like it.
So I shall repeat that. I attract and nurture meaningful relationships that contribute to my success and well-being. Okay, and then the third one is, every day I am cultivating, every day I am cultivating and nurturing friendships that lead to success, happiness, and a thriving circle of impact in my life. That's the long one.
That was very long, and I'm not going to write it.
You know what? How about this? I'm just going to break it down into a smaller affirmation, okay?
Okay.
So let's see. How can we break this down? So every day, I'm working on friendships that lead to success and happiness. How about that? Does that work?
Okay. That's better. Whew. All right.
You know, this age, day, and time, everybody's attention span is, so that's the problem.
In a world where gossip rules, we we are grateful that you have come back to shine the gems on your crown here on Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is
It's free.
Have a joyful and prolific rest of the week. Be safe and love with light. Good night.
Good night, y'all. We'll see you next week.